The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Well, if you just missed the key word, you just joined us. We'll give it to you again at the end of sports, so stay here.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
That's to hook you into sports, where there was no Cubs game or White Sox game last night, but both playing tonight.
So that's it. That's sports. Have a good one.
Couple more things. Well, first off, the Cubs are back out of the wild card now because of what happened in some of the games last night. So the Phillies, San Fran, and the Marlins are the top three spots. Cubs are now 2.5 games behind the Brewers in the NL Central, which ironically are on the south side tonight playing the White Sox. Go White Sox. Let's go. Do your job.
I just feel like I'm going to get a lot of angry DMs from crew members this week. And as the resident White Sox fan here, when they don't do their job, when the Brewers sweep them and demolish them, I feel like it's going to reflect poorly on my character.
Well, glad
Why?
you made it about yourself.
Well, it's the reality of it.
It is.
I speak for the Sox fans here, and
You do.
it's not an envious position. I don't like it.
Yeah, not right now.
Oh.
Well, listen, we got to hope they sweep, of course, the Brewers. And also another story from earlier in the week with the whole Tim Anderson fight situation and the turmoil of the White Sox, where Kenyon Middleton, who now plays for the Yankees, used to be on the White Sox, called out the White Sox for basically having no rules. There were people sleeping in the bullpen, rookies. So we just discovered this, that when the Yankees were playing them on the final night, that was Wednesday night's game?
Wednesday, yeah.
The White Sox, whoever runs the scoreboard, didn't put his name up there in the lineup.
An act of pettiness.
Very petty. Just because he said a couple things that were probably true about what's going on in the locker room.
Hey, they said that was an accident.
Did the guy fell asleep or the scoreboard?
The scoreboard. They put out. They said that was on us. That was our bad. It was a little glitch.
It's amazing it was that guy that got left off and not like Aaron Judge or something like that.
So is every once in a while, and I'm not saying this is one of those scenarios. Every once in a while, something like that happens, and it actually is an accident. And you're like, well, no one's gonna believe me.
Yeah.
And like that sucks when everyone's mad at you, and you're like, it really was an accident.
There's just happened to be that guy. Boy, I'm glad I got a little warning. Woke up from a nap yesterday, and Trucker Mike sent me a little DM saying the Elmhurst baseball team is on ESPN2 right now. I said, great. I'm going to turn it on. Turned it on right when the game was 0-0 for the Little League World Series, the elimination game. And one of the Elmhurst kids hit a beautiful ball, got on first base. Real good kid, good strength, good power, good speed. Can't remember his name. But then I had to go pick up Harper from daycare.
What are you, a scout? What are you? Jesus.
I had to go pick up Harper from daycare, come back, and it's 4-0 Ohio against Elmhurst, or Illinois, whatever you want to call it. And that's how it ended. And they're gone. They're done. They're out.
I watched the entire game. I was bummed out. I like those kids from Elmhurst. They worked hard. They played well, and I would have liked to have seen them go to Williamsport for the Little League World Series.
So
Brian disagrees. He's like, they kind of sucked.
I didn't say that.
Now our text thread, Brian was
They
roasting all those kids.
and he thinks they're like losers.
I do want to say,
Except for one kid with like great legs. As for something, what'd you say?
yeah, great legs. He did. Yeah, he had great legs.
Fast runner.
I was texting with Case about this game yesterday in the middle of it, and I kind of said, what'd I miss? 4-0. Was there a grand slam home run? What happened?
No, Ohio just did their thing. They moved guys over, ducks in the pond, played guys over to the next base. It was a good time.
How old are the kids again?
They're 12.
Yeah, I'm going to guess there was quite a few walks is probably what happened. I based on my personal experience of younger baseball.
Kenzie, do you
The
ever...
strike zone is probably hard to find. What?
Kenzie says
your
this
question?
because she has a 9-year-old son who's in a lot of different baseball games. She's been to, I don't know, hundreds of baseball games.
Hundreds.
You've been to hundreds.
Hundreds. What's your question, Case? For children's baseball? What is it?
Gather my thoughts. Do you ever sit down and watch the Little League World Series? Do you turn on the television and watch children play baseball?
No, because it's my reality.
Okay, all right.
So
I
I
didn't know
need
if
to-
you needed more of it.
No, I need less. And somebody texted in yesterday, and they were like, wow, things have really changed. Like, I remember just being named after the pizza place that sponsored us and then getting a trophy at the end of our season, which is how it should be, okay? There's a few exceptions in the world of, like, kid all-stars that are, like, freak of natures. Besides that, not every league needs an all-star team. You know what I mean?
You're basically of the belief that if you're not going to go pro, if you can't tell you're going to go pro from the age of 10, you shouldn't be playing sports.
It's not that. I think all kids should play sports. I don't think these, well, it's a 14-week tournament, so I'm going to need to take a sabbatical from work. It's like, I don't think that that's necessary.
No, keep going, Kenzie. Keep preaching about
it makes it's ridiculous what they do. Do you know these tournaments, they start them on like Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays. In other states, I'm like, we don't all have summer break. I think they're under the, I don't know what they're thinking. Like, I understand the child isn't in school, but you guys want an outrageous amount of money for this, so someone has to go to work to do it. Do you understand that? And guess you don't want to know the real kicker?
Keep going.
After you pay all this money for your kid to be in a sport, which should fund, I don't know, pyramids getting built. I don't understand what the hell is going on. It's ridiculous. I can't wait to see the stadiums getting constructed. They then tell you that it's required for you to volunteer at the concession stand. Well, I have to stand next to a 15-year-old getting paid $10 an hour to be here. I paid $40 grand for baseball for a summer. You're profiting off the concession stand. It's not for charity.
You got 6 seconds left in your rant.
Like the churros are $7. You're doing fine. I get so upset. They should be named after funeral homes like they used to be, and we should go back to it.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
As we just gave out the key word for the golden ticket, Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Coming up at 9, just a little teaser for you there since I played Hozier. The sold-out show at Northerly Island. That will be the tickets to get at 9 a.m. plus qualify for the golden ticket, the epic prize. It will definitely take care of you for a year with concerts all the way through. But just for you Hozier fans, that's a sold-out show. Huge. And you will be there if you're here at 9 o'clock. Chance to text in for that. But right now, she's fired up about Little League Baseball and spending money for her kid's team too much and having so much baseball in her life. Good luck today in clash with Kenzie and taking her down. I don't think it's going to happen.
I'm a little pissy.
312-591-8300. Call right now to compete against Kenzie in a trivia contest. 312-591-8300. Call now.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Clash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin.
Q101.
Well, good luck today. Kenzie's fired up. It's Friday, which means she gets 2 days off with the weekend.
Honestly, this is probably a good day to win because I'm checked out, man. I'm ready. I'm like, why am I still here?
All right, Trish checking in from Beverly is taking on Kenzie. Ahoy, tell us something really quick about yourself. Trish?
Hi, good morning. Like I said, I'm off for 2 weeks after today. I'm fired up.
Oh, you got 2 weeks off.
2 weeks?
2
Big
weeks
pimpin'?
off.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm an executive assistant.
Oh, got to answer to the
I
boss.
was hoping she was like a stay-at-home mom. She's like, I'm just leaving. I don't want to be with these kids.
And what are you going to do for that 2 weeks? Going anywhere or just going to chill out?
I'm going to Ireland.
Whoa.
What?
Nice.
Yes, I am. I'm so excited. I'm getting on a plane on Monday afternoon.
Girl, you already won. Forget about it. You're winning life.
I am winning life today.
Well, good job. So we don't need to play, right? We're all good? Give her a prize pack.
Yeah,
Let's get
right.
out of here. No, let's do this. So first one to 5 wins. Listen carefully. If Kenzie gets one wrong, you can steal a point. She can do the same with you. Call heads or tails on the count of 3 with the luck of the Irish and go.
Tails.
It's heads.
Ooh.
Boo. All right, Kenzie goes
Okay.
first. Here we go. Kenzie, question number 1. What colors are Waldo's shirt in Where's Waldo?
Red and white.
Red and white. Good job.
Striped. Alternates.
Trish, how many copies of an album must an artist sell to be awarded platinum status?
1 million.
1 million's right. Good job, Trish.
A million.
1 million copies. Let's see here. Back to Kenzie.
Yes.
What car manufacturer makes the Tundra?
A Tundra?
Yep.
I don't know. I'm going to say Chevy.
It's not a Chevy Tundra.
I don't know.
Trish?
Ford.
No. A little alliteration there. A Toyota Tundra.
What is it, Brian?
Alliteration, they call that. When you used the same letter starting on there, a little bit rhymes.
I know that. You said Toyota weird. It's 1-1. It's back to Trish.
Toyota. Is that wrong? Toyota.
That's weird.
Is that weird? Say Toyota.
Toyota.
You
Yeah,
said it.
she says it right. Toyota.
Yeah, Toyota.
Okay, all right. Back to Trish.
Anybody get that one, by the way?
Nope.
No.
Okay. Trish, how many tablespoons are there in a standard United States cup? 3.
Tablespoons in a cup.
3, 2.
50.
50 is not right. Kenzie.
16.
Wow. She's a baking machine there.
I be baking, you know what I'm saying?
Said no baker like that ever.
Okay. Slanging those brownies.
Okay.
That's right.
Back to Trish?
No, back to Kenzie, 2-1.
Oh, back to Kenzie. Kenzie, what is the capital of Ontario?
The capital of Ontario?
Yeah. 3.
Toronto.
Toronto's right. Good job.
Really?
Have confidence in yourself.
I thought Ontario was just a city, so I was like, what do you mean?
It's a province.
Well, it's like, that throws me. That's not my jam.
You got it right.
I'm still
Just
working
calm
on
down.
capitals here.
3-1. Back to Trish.
Yes.
Trish, Tiffany and Company has a registered trademark on its signature shade of what color?
Blue.
Blue or azul. If it's
Brian's guess for blue earlier this week was bleu in Spanish. I'm like, it is not that.
because Baby Einstein does French and Spanish. She goes bleu, azul, blue.
It's not that.
Okay, 3-2.
Yes, and back to Kenzie.
Kenzie, what kind of animal was the now extinct dodo?
A bird.
It was a bird.
A dodo bird.
It was a dodo bird. Trish, what brand of skincare products did the likes of Justin Bieber, Jessica Simpson, and Ryan Sheckler promote? So the brand that they used to promote.
Oh, I know.
3,
On that
2,
TV all the time.
1. Oh, no.
By the way, I don't know anybody who didn't promote this brand. It's
A lot of people-
proactive.
Proactive is right. Oh, that's too bad.
Oh, no.
That's too bad. I'm sorry,
did
Trish.
I get 5 or did I get 4?
That was 5.
That was
Was
5.
it?
Yeah, that was
Oh, I
5.
thought it was just 4.
No.
I'm sorry.
No, you're on fire today.
Oh, I wasn't ready.
See,
I
Trish,
wasn't ready for my win.
Trish, you lost to somebody that couldn't count. See, how's that feel?
Oh, Lord. It was fun playing, though. Thank you so much.
Well, listen, have an outstanding time in Ireland. I'm jealous.
Send us pictures.
Oh, I sure will. I'm going to have a blast. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much. You have a stellar time.
The Q101 Morning Crew's Clash with Kenzie.
On Q101.
But check it out, Trish. You and everybody else in the next 25 minutes, 8 a.m., we have Pearl Jam tickets coming up. This is one of the toughest tickets in the country. They're not doing that many shows. They're going to do it here, 2 in Chicago. Pearl Jam tickets at 8 a.m., and you'll be qualified for the golden ticket. Everything Q101 does for a year, including that Pearl Jam show. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101 again. I can't stress enough to make sure you're here at 8 o'clock. Pearl Jam tickets are going to be incredibly hard to get, and we have them for you. 8 o'clock, that's the qualifying prize for the golden ticket, which gets you into every show between Riot Fest and Riot Fest, meaning you'll get Pearl Jam tickets. So it's incredible. 8 a.m., make sure you're here with Brian and Kenzie. And a lot going on this weekend. In the 9 o'clock hour, at the bottom of the hour, we do a thing called the Weekend Q101, where we give you everything going on all weekend in Chicago that you might not be aware of. And people have found it to be a great resource. We also put up a blog at Q101.com.
It's a lot of fun for Case. He spends like 47 hours on it.
Yeah, Case, the producer, I'll give him credit on that. Props. He sits there and finds everything, some free things, some concerts,
He has to post a
everything.
blog. We just get to talk about it. Case has to write everything and link everything, and it's a hoot for him.
It's in the job title.
He'll be fine.
The producer. It's in the job title. Case, the producer. It's in that part of it.
We come up with new things for him to produce all the time.
Well, he's working on booking
Could you
Drake.
produce some food because I'm starving?
So something going on this weekend, which we'll talk about now at the Donald E. Stevens Convention Center, is this Fan Expo. It's today. Actually, it started yesterday. It goes all the way through Sunday through the 13th. And Kenzie brought up that her husband wants to go. Now, these Fan Expos are incredible because the big level actors they get,
Yes.
I mean, they must pay them a lot, and then they make money on autographs and pictures.
Autographs, photo opportunities, group photo opportunities with multiple members of cast, but it adds up, boy.
I mean, so Kenzie texted me and said her husband wants to get a picture with Chevy Chase.
He does
But
bad.
But it's going to cost $300.
Over 300, and he was debating on Chevy Chase or other members. He was like, well, we can get Audrey and Russ. I go, which one? Which Audrey and Russ? They're all very different in every movie.
So it's for the vacation movies.
He's obsessed. My husband's absolute favorite movie by a long shot is the original Wally World Vacation movie.
And that's the best one.
It's so
Christmas
well, it's
vacation.
Christmas and those two, because European and Vegas suck.
I kind of take it back. Christmas is the best one to me, anyway.
It's tough.
Yeah.
But his favorite, because it was his first, it's how he got introduced to it. So
Yeah.
he's like, oh my gosh, it's his thing. And I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, I really want to go to the Fan Expo and get this picture. And I'm like, okay. And we found out about it because our friend texted us. And he is a Back to the Future super fan. And the whole Back to the Future, like Doc, Marty,
Michael
the
J.
parents,
Fox,
yeah, they're
Christopher
gonna be there.
Lloyd. That's amazing.
And so they're going to be there. He's spending $600 on the large group shot with everybody.
What?
Our friend's doing that. And then, so my husband goes to the Fan Expo page. He's like, oh my God, the vacation cast is going to be there. And he's like freaking out. I'm like, it's over $300 and you have to pay to get into the expo. You don't get you don't get free entry if you're just going for a photo. And my husband doesn't want to walk around the expo.
He just wants to go in, pay the money, get the picture, and leave.
We're not paying like $50 to get in, to then pay $300 for a picture, and the whole thing's 30 seconds.
Oh my
We
God.
got in a huge. I'm like, no.
So he's not doing it.
Oh, we're not doing it.
Oh my God, you put the foot down. He says,
I was because the money, like, I don't care. Like, spend your whole day doing that.
what if it's his money? You say it's all together, and I know when you get
It's
married.
all together.
But there still could be a little secret checking account he has with some money, and
No,
he can go do
because the
something.
amount of things I've decided to not do, like for the family, we paid for our wedding this year. Like we've had some expenses.
Right.
Okay?
I'm fascinated by this because, and I know there's a lot of our listeners that have done these experiences, especially the Fan Expo like this. I just looking through the list of actors here are unreal.
Yeah.
But if you know someone paid to take a picture with somebody and they post it on social media, does that mean the picture is worth crap? Because you get pictures of somebody at, like, you find them at, let's say, the old Rainforest Cafe. Maybe out front, Chevy Chase was there. Hey, I went to Rainforest, and Chevy Chase out front. You get a picture on social. Everybody comments, oh, my God, you bumped into Chevy Chase. That's incredible. But then someone says, I paid to get in a picture with Chevy Chase. Does that demean the value of the picture? To me, it does.
Really?
I don't know why.
Okay, yes,
it shouldn't.
it's a better story to be like, oh my God, we were on the same plane.
Yeah, to me.
Yeah, that's a better story.
When you buy your way into something, to me, it demeans it, and it's not as special.
Who's your number one? Is it
number one, like actor or anybody to be
like
a picture
the
with?
number one person in the world you would want to meet? Like, who'd you lose your mind to meet?
Oh my God, that's a great question.
Who'd you lose your mind?
I would lose my mind if I met, I think, Eva Mendes.
Really? That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
You're
That's
not
it.
even okay.
It doesn't matter if
Big Desperate Housewives guy?
Yeah,
Okay.
no, more like Training Day.
That's your favorite?
She didn't really say much in that movie, but it was her first movie.
You like Raquel Welch when she says, I am Tuka or whatever? Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, Eva Mendes. I don't know.
Sure. Okay. That's not the reaction. I would think like the band Eddie Van Halen. That's your favorite.
So I did meet Eddie Van Halen several times. I was lucky enough to do that.
So if you never got to meet him and you knew that if you paid a few $100s, you would get to.
I wouldn't do it.
Really?
I don't think I was talking about this with Case, the producer, when we saw your text this morning on it, because I thought, to pay to meet somebody. This is just me. I get it. I'm weird and I'm not right about it, maybe. Maybe you're like me at 312-591-8300. You can call in. Did you pay to get a picture with somebody? We'd love to know if you did that. And you're fine with it. You paid to meet somebody, because there's so many concert experiences now where you pay like $500 to get to meet Metallica backstage.
Right.
And I'll tell you this, they are worth it. If you do someone like Metallica, I've seen how they take care of their fans. Some people take care of people better than others if you pay to do it. So I'd love to hear from listeners if they've done this kind of experience stuff.
So, okay, I actually really like fan expos and Comic-Cons. I enjoy them. So if my husband was willing to then spend the day walking around the fan expo, I'd like to go.
Right.
But he doesn't like that, so he's going to want to leave immediately. And that's the deal breaker for me. If he wanted to spend the day there with me, then I'd enjoy it, dress up, like do something fun.
Yeah.
But I love like Comic-Cons and fan expos, and I went and I bought artwork, really, really cool artwork of Disney princesses one time when I went. Like, but I know it sounds nerdy. But really, really like beautiful drawings. Because a lot of the people, the girl who voiced Ariel, and then the woman who voiced Jasmine, they were all there, and I got them signed. And hopefully, I really want to have a daughter one day, and I want to do Disney Princess Room, and I want to hang them up because I have these signed, really beautiful drawings. They're not like nerdy, like printout cartoons.
Okay, so kind of. So you bought the things, and then you paid for them to get autographed too?
Yeah.
How much that'll cost?
No, it was not that expensive.
I'm just asking, what's expenses relative?
I probably spent like $30 on each piece of artwork. So
Okay.
like $30 on because it's like hand drawn, so it wasn't a print. And then just the autographs from them weren't that expensive, like $25 or $30 a piece for autographs. So it wasn't bad, and I thought that was cool because now it's not just a piece of paper autographed, it's a picture of the character. I thought it was cool.
That's pretty cool.
So that I liked, and it wasn't too bad, but it's like, I don't know. And Chevy Chase, I feel bad. I love Chevy Chase, but
$300.
He also is like, he's getting really old. He's not together the way like Steve Martin is and stuff.
He's not aging well.
He's not sharp, and he's not there and wit. Like, you're not going to go have a great conversation with him. I know this sounds horrible.
I know, we're judging, but it's okay.
If you've seen it, and I know that there's been interviews about it where he's talked about, because in the past he had some heavy addictions, and that's caught up with him, right? It's kind of like talking to Ozzy Osbourne. Like, you're not going to have this, like, you're going to be like, okay.
I might pay to get a picture with Ozzy now. Now you might have cracked through my wall
is that
here.
what you want? But I'm concerned that we're going to get an old man picture for $300 where, like, his mouth is open.
And he's looking to the side.
Yeah,
he's
like,
drooling.
you know those, like, old people pictures where they're, like, they just are hanging open.
And they look old. Like, all of a sudden, that look, and you're not getting.
It's not Chevy Chase from Vacation, the
right.
picture.
You're not getting that.
I feel really mean saying that, but it feels different. For $300.
That's what I'm saying. That's the difference with buying a picture as opposed to bumping into somebody. When you pay for something, you want the best of that person, and you are not going to get that with Chevy Chase at the Fan Expo because that's where it's just a different part of his life.
Like Michael J. Fox, right? Like Marty McFly. Amazing. Still so interesting. And I loved watching, he just put out a docuseries on Apple TV that's phenomenal. It's
unreal
really
about the
good.
struggles he's gone through with Parkinson's for 40 years.
God. But he's still so quick and so interesting. And so if you got a picture with him, I bet you'd get a mini conversation. It'd be funny. It would be like, yeah, it would be like a moment.
He also doesn't age, by the way. I mean,
he looks great.
For all the stuff he's been through and breaking bones like almost every week with that disease. So terrible.
I know.
But he looks, not Chevy
It's called
Chase.
Still, by the way, if you want to watch it. Really, really good.
Kyle's checking in from Bartlett. Kyle, ahoy.
Ahoy.
Right.
Just ahead. Chevy Chase canceled on the expo, so don't waste your money.
I said I would have killed my husband. When did he cancel?
Yeah, so they announced it on the website that he won't be showing up.
Big surprise. He cancels everything.
Well, you don't know that for sure.
No, he was supposed to be at Raising Cane's, and we were going to drive there. Didn't show up either.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.